Hello there, my lovely jewelry makers. I'm Christina of CSLdesigns, and in today's video we're going to be looking at some gemstone cabochons together. So here we have the little box. Now these were kindly sent to me by Cabochons4sale on Instagram. So here you have the name, and I have received some cabochons from them in the past. So what I'm going to do is link to those videos in the description box down below if you haven't seen them, because they do some lovely stones. So I very much appreciate them sending me some more. And let's have a look what we have this time. I do follow them on Instagram as well. I love looking at the stones, and that could buy myself power if I wanted to. But this time looks like we have a little sticker. It's kind of cute with the branding. And then came in this little kind of container, which it did previously as well. So they do package them really nicely, and also nicely wrapped in, here you can see, in a lot of tape, but also on the actual packaging, outer packaging, always nicely and safely wrapped. I've never had any issues with that. Again, some stickers there and their card, so you can see their details, and of course I will be linking it in the description box down below as well. So let's see what we have now. The first step is to get into this. So we have the whole thing wrapped in tape. On the inside, we have a bunch of kind of foam wrapped around the actual stones themselves. So, like I said, it's really nice and secure. Let's see if I can get all the way into the actual gems of it. And seems like we're getting there, pulling them out, and there we go. So here is the real treasure. Let's get them all out, shall we? Okay. I want to try and not look too closely because there's a fair few here to go through. I want to kind of push them out of the way and just grab one at a time, and then let's have a little look at them. So starting with the first one that I just grabbed there, we have all of them as well individually wrapped, so they're not going to kind of damage each other. What looks to be, this kind of looks like tiger's eye. It might not be, it might just kind of look a little bit like it, but it does look a bit like tiger's eye with the effect that you get. It does have a beautiful sheen to it, tiger's eye, and that distinct color as well. So a nice oval shape, quite elongated, actually quite a nice size. This cabochon can be used, this size specifically can be used both for pendants and rings and all sorts. So I do like those sizes specifically, so you're not kind of limited to have to use it for a necklace or something. But anyway, next one. This looks very beautiful and interesting. I have seen stones like this before. I don't quite remember what they're called, but I have seen these types where you kind of have the background is quite light and has got a lot of inclusions in it, but then you have these little spots of blue, which is very interesting and lovely. This would be lovely with all sorts of wire colors as well, both silver and copper, and obviously gold if you're into that. A nice teardrop shape, again a lovely size. And moving on to the next one, also a bit of a teardrop shape here, but a little bit kind of softer, rounder edges, you could say, instead of kind of having corners. It kind of has some corners, but they're very rounded, and it's almost like split down, I'm going to say the middle, but at an angle. There's obviously the natural shape of the stone, so that is very lovely. A nice kind of delicate green color, and then I almost see a bit of like an icy landscape, and this is kind of green looking water and sea. And that's the back, nice and smooth. Next we have, ooh, let's see some sparkle there. Some nice color, even through the bag as well. So this is a rainbow moonstone. Oh wow. I'm not sure if it's showing up as much on camera most of the time. They tend not to, but this is really, oh, I don't think you're actually catching as well as I am in real life. That's a real shame, because that is absolutely beautiful. Yeah, it looks like it is catching on camera, but not as much. In real life, it's even stronger and brighter, and it's very blue and intense colors. More than what you can actually see on camera, unfortunately, but it is very lovely. That's the back. And this rainbow moonstone actually has inclusions of little black spots almost, which is something I haven't really personally had before, but it's actually quite nice because it's a bit different, and it kind of breaks it up a little bit. That is beautiful. Next we have another teardrop shape, but again a little bit of a different one, kind of wider on the bottom. Lovely colours together. Kind of quite a dark blue and then almost a bit like a coppery browny colour and different tones of that. And then the back nicely smooth there. Also again a nice size. Then we have, what do we have? Let's grab this one. Oh, that looks interesting. This is quite a different shape, so it's not like a teardrop or anything like that. It's kind of straight like a rectangle would be on one side, but then it's curved on the opposite corner, you could say. That is very nice stone. That I'm not sure what stone this is, but I really like it. I love when stones are like this, where it's kind of got, obviously certain colours you're more attracted to than others, but I really like these colours. But I love when they're so unique as well and they have all these patterns in them. This is very beautiful. I very much like that. And I've never worked with a shape like this, so that would be quite interesting. It feels really nice. They all do. Then we have a round one here, almost a bit like a coin. This is actually quite thick compared to the others, and I really like the way that feels. A nice pale kind of blue-green. Again, quite a nice size and quite thick as well, so that'll be good for certain things, whereas thinner ones will be good for other things. And then we have another teardrop shape. This looks to be, oh wow, look at that colour there. Again, I'm hoping it shows up nicely on camera. Yeah, that looks to actually pick up really well. Oh wow, there's even purple in there. Usually what you get most is blue and like some yellows and greens. Purple I find is a bit more rare. This has got purple. Oh my goodness. I can just look at this kind of stuff for ages. Just kind of get lost in it. Oh, that is beautiful. There's definitely purple in there. Lovely blue, but there is purple. Yippee. Oh, the back as well. That is also flashy. Oh wow, there we go. Damn. Yeah, I would definitely have to do something where I don't cover up the back, but actually, obviously if you say you make a pendant, then I would definitely want to do something where the back is open as well. So if it flips around as you're wearing it, then you would also see that, because that is almost too beautiful to cover up. That is beautiful. I love labradorite. This is a very nice one. I'm not sure I've had any where it's actually got purple in before, at least not much. So I'm very pleased with that. Then we have a little hat shape. That is a nice one. I'm not sure what stone this is, but it's quite dark. But again, you have it's kind of speckles of other colours mixed in there, little patterns. And the back is nice and flat, so that'll be good to kind of capture in some way. So I don't think I've actually used any cabochons that were heart shaped before. So I've yet to do that. That's nice. And another heart shape by the looks of it. And this is actually puffy on both sides. So instead of that one that I just showed you, that's actually flat on one side. So I kind of maybe would use this a little bit differently, but obviously you don't have to, but that is nice. Very nice shape. And I really love stones as well, where they've got colour and pattern in them, but at the same time, they kind of got clarity. So you almost feel like you can not like see straight through them, but you can kind of get things through them there. Obviously you can see when I move my finger behind it, so I really like that. You can just see all the way through. All those inclusions there are going all the way through, so it's almost like you can get buried looking at that and just follow them through from one side to the other. That is very beautiful. I like that. So that is all the stones. That's a very nice selection. Some things that I don't think I've had before, seen before personally, but also not tried to work with. So I'm actually quite pleased with that. So there's that shape there especially, plus I actually really love that stone. I have to find out what that stone is, I'm not sure. But I really like that stone itself, but then that shape is very different than what I've used before. And of course the hat ones as well. And we can't forget both the rainbow moonstone, which it is showing on camera, but it's even more beautiful in real life. Wait a minute, did I look on the back on that? again, it's showing, but it's even flashier in real life and brighter. And then this labradorite, I will have to say, it probably has to be my favorite just because there's purple in there, and that's very nice. It's definitely purple tones in that flash. So that is the cabochons that they sent to me. Very beautiful collection. And I definitely have to see about using some of these and see what designs I can come up with. So for me, a bit of time has passed now, but for you, it's just about a second or so. And I've used some of the cabochons and made some designs. So let's start with the first one that I picked out to work with, and that was the tiger's eye here. Now actually pretty quickly I did decide on what to do with this. So if you saw my previous video, you would have seen a wire weave I did, and I decided that that would basically be perfect to capture a cabochon. So I tried that and I really liked the way it turned out. So it's the excess wire weave, where you have these excess all the way along, and basically because of how the wire weave ends up, it works perfectly because it creates this almost little well that the cabochon can sit in. And then obviously I added a bail as well, and it's open on the back there, but it's in there really securely. That is not coming out at all. So I'm quite pleased with how this turned out, and I really quite like the silver wire there with the tiger's eye stone. So that was the first one. Now the next one was a little bit more difficult for me because I had kind of two stones that I was debating about for the same idea. So I basically had the two stones ready as I was making it, and it's wire kumihimo. So this was one of them. I ended up not using that one, but I debated between this and the sodalite, kind of the teardrop shape. And this is what I ended up making. So this obviously, as you can see, is completely round and it's quite thick, but it would work nicely as well. And what my thought was with this was that this would be more like in the middle of this kind of frame that I created, whereas this teardrop shape would be more obviously on the bottom there, like how it ended up. So I basically debated between these two right up until the point where I added the cabochon into the frame, but I ended up using that sodalite one, and I'm actually really happy with how this turned out. This was a bit of an experiment because I just kind of got the idea to create this frame to capture a cabochon in of wire kumihimo, and then obviously I created a bale of wire kumihimo as well, but then I used all the ends there and created a design kind of on here. It's, you could say, above the stone, and on the back there's a little bit of a feature as well. But this is also in there really securely. It's not moving around or coming out. I'm actually pretty pleased with how this turned out. It's quite different, I think, than anything I really normally make. And I quite like how this frame works as well. So I'm pretty pleased that I did experiment with it and came up with this end result. So these were the designs I ended up making this time, and the two cabochons I ended up using, which was actually quite difficult to figure out which ones to use because they're all really lovely, and especially I was very tempted by some of these heart shapes. So I definitely will be coming back to these pretty soon, I think, in the near future. And also because I ended up using some cabochons type of stones that I haven't really worked with before, so that was lovely. And I found that I think silver wire works nicely with tiger's eye and copper there with the sodalite. So I'm happy with how they turned out. I hope you like them as well. Now do let me know in the comments down below if you want to see tutorials for them. But like I said, this one I already have a tutorial for the wire weave itself, so you could just use that as a base, and then obviously you just need to add basically a bail to it. Otherwise, I just want to say thank you so much to Cabochons4sale for sending me these cabochons here. I always really enjoy their stones. They have so many different types and shapes as well, so I really do like their stones. And like I said, I will of course put the information in the description box down below so you can check them out. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.